Welcome. Thank you for joining me for class today. My name is Genevieve, and we are going to start with a solar plexus vinyasa flow. I'd like to start today with a meditation. So join me on your mat, sitting on a comfortable position. You can either sit with your legs crossed or stacked, or simply out in front straight, however's comfortable for you. Sit with a tall back. Let your shoulders fall down towards the sides. And start to take deep breaths in, breathing in through your nose and exhale through your nose. Taking deep breaths in, letting your back be straight but yet relaxed. And as you sit still, as your body starts to soften, notice where your mind is today. Maybe you have thoughts or emotions that keep coming up. See if you can notice anything that comes up. Not trying to change it or alter it in any way. Just noticing. Noticing where you are today. Checking in with yourself. And as you breathe in, see if you can let all of those distractions go. Turning your attention to your breath. As you breathe in fully, fill your body with air. Watch your lungs expand. And as you exhale, you slowly release. Breathing in deeply. Breathing out fully. Breathing in and breathing out. Letting all of your distractions go. It's okay if you get lost in thought, but gently remind yourself to turn back to your breath. your attention. Start to get comfortable with where you are. Get comfortable in this space. Breathing in deeply. Exhale fully. Start to soften your attention. And today, as we work on our solar plexus, we are reminded today to take imperfect action, not letting ourselves be afraid of failing or not being good enough. Today we are going to overcome those fears with our practice and take imperfect action. No matter what our practice looks like today, we are going to put in the effort and do our best. Taking imperfect steps forward is what leads us to success. Nobody takes perfect steps, so we need to remind ourselves that it's okay to be imperfect, and each little step that we are taking forward is leading us to a greater purpose. So as you take in a few last deep breaths, contemplate on how you can take imperfect action in your life, no matter what it is. Think about the things that you would like to accomplish and how you can take one step forward to get closer to that goal. Start to bring awareness back to your body. Start to notice the temperature of the room, the air on your skin, and the ground where your butt meets the ground. Let's go ahead and bring our palms together to prayer hands and start to rub your hands together to create a little bit of heat. And when you feel that heat in between your hands, go ahead and place them over top of your eyes, cupping your eyes so you can see complete darkness. Taking in a few deep breaths, opening your eyes into that darkness. And when you're ready, slowly start to let light in, bringing your hands away from your face. Welcome you back into reality. So we're going to go ahead and move into some light stretching. Let's go ahead and move onto all fours. I'm going to turn this way. And we're going to do a few cat-cows, starting to loosen up our spine. And we're going to move with our breath as we do it. So as you breathe in, lift up your head, open up your chest, drop the belly down, and lift the tailbone up. And when you need to breathe out, exhale, arch your back up towards the ceiling, tuck your belly in. And when you need to breathe in, reverse back to cow, dropping the belly down, tailbone up. Exhale, spine towards the sky. Moving with your breath. Good, and we're going to go ahead and switch our hands underneath to where our fingertips are pointing back behind us. See if you can get your hands, the palms of your hands down onto the ground. And we're going to try to do a few cat-cows like this also. You may not have the same flexibility and movement as before, and that's okay. We're still taking action and doing the best that we can. Breathing with our breath as we move. Good. Gently turn your hands back towards center. And we're just going to rock forward and rock back just to kind of loosen up the joints a little bit in your wrists. Putting a little bit of pressure onto your wrists and then sending your heels back, your butt back towards your heels. Coming back and putting a little bit of pressure onto your wrists and then back again. And coming back to center, we're going to flip the hands over and put the tops of the hands down onto the mat. See if we can straighten up our elbows a little bit. And holding here, you can rock it side to side or front and back if you would like. Just lightly putting pressure onto your wrists. And good, flip them back over. Send your hips back. Come to a child's pose. Have your arms out wide onto your mat. And see if you can place your head down onto the ground. Take a minute here to breathe through your back ribs. Inhaling and feeling your back ribs expand. Exhale and slowly releasing. And let's come back up onto our mat. And we're going to sit onto the tops of our feet. Putting a little bit of pressure onto our ankles. And we're going to practice a little of the breathing, Nadi Soda Pranayama. So with this breath helps bring fire and energy into our bellies and helps release any negative energy or stored energy that we no longer need. So we're going to practice alternate nostril breathing. With 2 fingers, we're going to place it on our third eye. And with our thumb, we're going to place it over our right nostril. And we're going to start by breathing in through our left nostril. And when you finally breathe in, hold at the top, switch fingers, and close the left nostril, open the right, and exhale through the right. When you need to breathe back in, breathe in through the right, switch the nostril, and breathe out through the left nostril. Breathing in through the left, switch nostrils, breathe out through the right. Breathe back in through the right, switch your hand, breathe out through the left. And keep continuing with that. Breathing in through one nostril, switch hands and breathe out through the other. A few more rounds. Breathing in through one nostril. Switch and breathe out through the other nostril. In through that same nostril. Switch and breathe out through the left nostril. Finish out that round. Ending on the left side, breathing out. And take a few normal breathings, normal breaths. Breathing in through your nose. Breathing out through your nose. Not paying attention to your feet. Good. Now that our channels are clear, let's go ahead and come forward onto all fours again. And we're going to do a little bit of a cat-cow, but this time instead of extending all the way down into cow, we're going to contract our belly and use our breath to do fire breath. So breathing in, we're going to lift our head, but with a contracted belly, to where your belly can't lift too much. You're holding it in and crunching your core tight. And then when you exhale, shoot your spine up. So we're going to do that with fast breath. Breathing in, holding your belly tight. And go ahead and come onto child's pose, sending your hips back. Lay your head down on the mat. And take deep breaths here. Slowing your breath down. Noticing how you feel. Deep breaths in. Full breaths out. Good, and let's start to come back up onto all fours. Making sure our hands are underneath our shoulders, our knees are straight underneath our hips. And let's go ahead and lift our left hand up into the air. Lift it up as high as we can, feeling that good twist in our side. And we're going to go ahead and lower our hand down, interlacing it underneath, and just lower ourselves down, and then gently lower ourselves back up. Lifting back up, loosening up our hips. Lower yourself down, reach your hand out, and lift yourself back up. Let's do that a few more times. Twisting from our core. Last one, lifting up. And then this time we're going to place our shoulder all the way down. Open up the space in between your neck and gently place your head down onto the mat. And you can either lift your other hand out in front of you, or you can take a bind and lift it back behind you. Or you can keep your hand there wherever feels comfortable to you. And we're not looking for perfection. We're just looking for action. Taking a few deep breaths here. Slowly start to untwist. Bring your hand back towards your face. Support yourself and lift yourself up, and then go ahead and twist one last time, reaching up. Good, let's place that hand down on a mat, and let's go ahead and move on to the other side. Lift the other hand up into the air, bring it down to twist, and then bring it back up. Two more rounds. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and place your shoulder down onto the ground. Create that space in between your shoulder and your neck, and then place your head down on the mat. Taking a deep breath here, feeling that twist. Slowly start to untwist and lift yourself back up, reaching that hand back up into the air. Good, bringing both hands down again. Now we're going to go ahead and start and get into our flow. So place your hands down onto the ground firm, fingers wide. And we're going to go ahead and tuck our toes underneath and come to our first down dog. Straighten out the legs. Let's walk them out if you need to. Maybe rock your hips side to side. Taking a few deep breaths here. Feeling into this stretch. And leaning forward, let's come into plank, holding our core in tight. And we're going to go ahead and lift the right leg up into the air, just off the ground a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that right knee to our right elbow. And then go ahead and send that back. And then switch it, bring the elbow to the left knee of the right elbow. And send it back. Crunch the knee towards the middle. Send it back. Lift the leg up high for a three-legged dog. Hold here for a second. And then bringing that knee forward again for a crunch. And then go ahead and placing that foot in between your hands. Go ahead and find your balance. And then lift yourself up, coming to Warrior One. Deep breath here. Sending your hips down, making sure you have a generous bend in your front knee. Bring the hands down. Let's go ahead and drop that knee down also. Same thing, let's lift up our knee. Try to push our hips a little bit further down. Straighten up our spine. You can either have your hands up, or you can have your hands on your hips, whatever comfortable for you. Opening up your chest. Good, let's send it back. Tuck our toe underneath. And we're going to go ahead and jump our back foot up towards the front. Let's come to a forward fold. Take a second here to walk it out in your forward fold, or you can ragdoll and rock side to side. Good, let's take an inhale and come up halfway. Exhale, come all the way down to forward fold. Really grab a hold of your ankles or your calves and try to pull yourself closer to your knees. It's okay if you need to bend your knees. Good. Let's come all the way up. Reach towards the sky. Come back down to Samasiddhi. Good. Inhale, reach up. Let's do a slight back bend. Just leaning back and then coming forward. Come all the way down. Forward fold. Come up halfway. Exhale, come all the way down, forward fold. And let's go ahead and take our left leg. We're going to jump the left leg all the way back. Coming to a runner's lunge. Find your balance. Lift yourself up. And come all the way down. Go ahead and jump this right leg all the way back, coming to a plank. Lower yourself down for chaturanga, or you can put your knees down first. Lift yourself back up for a little bit of cobra. Bend the knees, send the hips back. Come back up into down dog. Take a few deep breaths here in down dog. Rock your hips side to side. Pedal your feet out. Do whatever's comfortable for you. Coming forward onto plank. Hold your core tight. Lift that left leg up off the ground. Bring the left knee to your left elbow. Coming back. Switch the elbow to your right elbow. Come back and crunch towards the middle. And come back. Lift that left leg up high. Three-legged dog. Send that knee forward and bring the feet in between the legs. Find your balance. Hold yourself up. Warrior one. Taking in deep breaths. Go ahead and lower your arms back down to the mat. Drop the back knee down. Lift yourself up off your heel and press your hips down a little bit further. Open up your chest. Lean back just a little bit. And coming back down. Let's tuck the toe underneath. Lift your heel, your knee off the ground. And go ahead and jump your back leg back. Coming to a plank. Lower yourself down. Lift back up into cobra or up dog. Send your hips back. And let's come into a child's pose. Toes together, knees out wide. Taking a second here to breathe, to ground down. Connect ourselves back to our breath. One last deep breath. Slowly come back up onto all fours. We're going to go for one more round. I have hair on my face. All right, let's tuck our toes underneath. Lift our heels and our knees. Come back into down dog. Taking deep breaths in down dog. And coming forward over to plank. Hold our belly in tight. Lift the right knee up off the ground. We're going to go for one more round of crunches. Right knee to your right elbow. Send it back. Knee to left elbow. Send it back. Middle crunch. Send it back. Lift the leg up high for a three-legged dog. And bring it all the way forward in between your hands. Finding your balance, lifting up. You can bring your arms up or you can bring your arms to your hips, whatever comfortable. Holding here for a second. And let's go ahead and bring our right arm back and see if we can twist. Looking out back behind us. Trying to get our arms in line with our legs. If you'd like to take it a little bit deeper, you can bring your hands to prayer pose. Bring the elbow to the knee and twist a little bit deeper. Coming back towards center. Let's bring that back leg up and jump it forward. Coming to a chair pose. Sit deep into your knees. Send the hips back. Let's go ahead and take that left elbow to the right knee and twist off towards the side. Holding for 2 breaths. Slowly untwist and straighten all the way up. Reach up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands back to prayer pose. Deep breath. Good. Deep breath in. Reach up. Lean it back for a slight back bend. And come all the way forward. Forward fold. Good. And we're going to go ahead and jump the right leg back. Coming to a runner's lunge. Place the palms down onto the ground and jump the other leg back, coming to a plank. Lower yourself down. Lift up for a slight cobra. And send the heels back. Come up into down dog. Take 2 deep breaths here in down dog. You can walk it out, rock it side to side. Coming forward into plank. Bringing the left leg up. Bring it to your left knee or your left elbow. Sending it back straight. Crunch to your right elbow. Send it back straight. Crunch towards the middle. Lift the leg up high for 3-legged dog. And send the leg all the way forward, jumping in between your hands. Find your balance. Sending your hips down. You can stay here. Breathe for a second. And then twist out towards the left side. Try to look back behind your finger, back towards your thumb. You can stay here, or you can bring your elbow to your knee. One more deep breath. Bring the palms back down to the ground and jump your back foot up, coming to a forward fold. Separate your legs a little bit, shoulder width distance apart. Go ahead and grab your elbows and ragdoll rock side to side. Good. Bend the knees. Roll it up. Straighten up your spine. Let's go ahead and bend the knee and send it up. We're going to go ahead and place our opposite hand on our knee and see if we can't twist again, looking back behind us. Planting your right foot firm. Finding your balance. And then we're going to go ahead and twist forward, keeping the leg up. See if we can cross the leg over on top of the other one and sit down into a chair pose. Four breaths. Slowly straighten your arms, let your leg go. Rock your foot out. Whew. And plant your other leg down on the ground. Other knee comes up. Grab a hold of your knee with your opposite hand and twist towards the side. Twisting back towards the center. Go ahead and cross your leg. Sitting down into the chair pose. 4 breaths. And it's okay if you fall out, just get back in. We're not looking for perfect action. We're just looking for action. Straighten up your legs, coming back. Shake your foot out. Good, let's go ahead and bend all the way down and come down onto our mat. Let's bring our knees into our chest and lay flat down on the ground. Hug our knees into our chest. Let's go ahead and place our right hand out towards the side, palm down on the ground. And let's grab a hold of our knees and let them fall out towards the left side. Try to keep your shoulders flat down on the ground. And see if you can look your head towards the opposite way of your legs. Taking deep breaths in. Try to slow down your breath. Gently bring your knees back towards the chest. Place your left hand out on the ground and bring your knees down onto the right side. And look the opposite way of your knees. Breathing in deeply. And allowing your breath to soften and become a little bit slower. Breathing in deeply. One last deep breath. Slowly bring your knees back towards the center. Let your legs fall out straight onto the ground. Allow yourself to find a comfortable position laying down. Allow your feet to fall out towards the side and relax. Allow your arms to be out towards the side in a comfortable spot. Maybe you need to wiggle your hips or your shoulders around. Allow your body to soften and relax. Taking a moment here to check back in with yourself. Check in on how you're doing. Breathing in deeply. Exhale fully. Allowing your body to sink further down into the ground. Allowing yourself to let go of any tension, stress, or emotions that no longer serve you. And as you bring attention back to your body, start to notice the room around you. Notice any sounds. Start to notice your body as it connects to the ground. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Start to bring movement back into your body. And when you're ready, you can roll over onto one side and start to make your way back up to sitting. As you sit back into the sitting position, let's still keep our eyes closed. And let's take a moment to reflect on our practice, reflecting back on the words from the beginning of the meditation, working on imperfect action, and how we can incorporate that into our life. Take a moment to contemplate what you have in your life that's going on, and find a place where you can take imperfect action. One small step that will get you closer to your goal. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just have to take the effort to do it. Knowing that it's okay to make mistakes and it's okay to fail. The most important thing is that we get up and we try. We take those little steps, and those little steps add up to great, extraordinary things. And as we close our practice, take a deep breath in and lift your hands up towards the sky, bringing the palms together. Exhale, bringing them down to prayer hands. Thank you so much for joining me today for the solar plexus vinyasa flow. The light in me acknowledges and honors the light in you. Namaste. Oh, the music ended at the perfect time too.